It is the beginning of the month, which means it is now time for another Calgary market update. It's July 2021, which means we'll be looking up the recent market results from the previous month, being June of 2021. As always, we're going to be looking at three different areas here for you, which is the sales summary, the inventory, and pricing. Make sure you stay tuned until the end because I'm going to be giving you my advice on sellers and buyers. Hello everyone, my name is Ryan and I'm a local real estate agent here in Calgary, Alberta. Where here on this channel I talk about Calgary real estate and real estate tips. If that's something that interests you, make sure that you like, subscribe, and you turn on that notification bell to be notified about my next video. Now, as I said in the beginning, we are going to be looking at the previous month market report, which is going to be June of 2021. And we're going to be starting off with the sales. In June, we had 2,915 sales. We absolutely smashed the sales last month, and as you can see by this graph that I'm going to pull up, it is our best month in the past 15 years. Now, this was a 65% increase of June of 2020. Now again, June 2020 was when we were finally starting to come out of that first lockdown and really starting to get back into enjoying our lives. Now, as I said in my recent update, this is not a surprise when I talked about April, May, and now June, where the absolute sales from 2021 have eclipsed those months in 2020. Now, in June, we did see a sales to new listings ratio of about 70%. In this case, the higher the number, the healthier the market, and this is significantly up by 17%, almost 18% as compared to June of 2020. This is still really good news here for sellers in Calgary, as seasonal trends are still maintaining the same as previous years, with the summer still being the hottest market for sellers. Now, something I do expect here is that as the summer months go on, I do see the sales to new listing ratios start to go down slightly as we get into the fall and winter months. Now, this isn't something to panic about because this is just the natural seasonal trends for Calgary. You see things in the spring start to pick up, summer is at its peak, and in the fall we start to come down, and then as we get into November, December, January, it is at its most lowest point before it starts to pick up again. Moving on, we are going to be talking about the inventory. The inventory is the number of homes that we have available on the market today. Coming in at the end of June, we had 6,918 available homes on the market. This is a 7% increase from June of 2020. And as I said, this is really no surprise as sellers are really looking and seeing what the market is doing and trying to take advantage of these hot summer months. Now, as I said, in 2020, it was up just slightly by only 7%, but it's still the fifth highest inventory numbers in the past 15 years. Now, this is a good thing for buyers, seeing that more inventory is coming on the market. You've been seeing hot markets across North America with prices being overinflated and buyers having to pay significantly over asking price. While, however, here in Calgary, that really hasn't been the case. Yes, there have been situations where buyers have paid over asking price, but not as much as other areas in North America. Now, with it being June, I do believe we have hit our peak for the inventory for the year. Again, this isn't something to panic about, but this is just the natural progression and regression of the Calgary real estate market. Again, things start to peak into the summer, and then as fall comes, it starts to cascade down into its low point in the winter, being around November, December, and January. Now, moving on, we are going to talk about the pricing. The overall total residential benchmark price here in Calgary is $458,300. This is an increase from June of 2020 of about 11%. And from last month being May, it was up about 1%, and we have been seeing this steady incline of about 1% per month for a while now. Now, looking at the individual property types, detached homes is $537,200, which is an increase of year over year by 13%, and is continuing still being the most popular in demand property in all of Calgary. Semi-detached is up 11% of $427,000. Row townhouse is up 9% at $299,300. And the apartment sector is also increasing at 5%, with that being at $253,000. Again, these are some really good signs here for sellers, especially in the condo market. For the longest time, condos were not in demand, and therefore the prices were going down and the days on market were sitting for a long time. Prices for the past couple of months now have been increasing, and the days on market are slowly starting to fall. Now, bringing up this image here is the overall look of the entire city of Calgary. And as you can see, it is green arrows all over, with all districts being up. The sales to list price ratio is at 98.36%. Now, this is a very healthy number, and as you're noticing is that people are not looking to overpay and actually are getting below market price. Again, this is very healthy, and we're not seeing these overinflated numbers as we are seeing across North America. Now, moving on, here is my advice. As Calgary is now entering its reopening stage 3, you are going to start to see people really wanting to go out and enjoying themselves. They're going to be going out to more restaurants, maybe going on a vacation that they so deserve, maybe just taking more time off in general. Now, for buyers, this is going to reduce that pressure of wanting to need a home and get into the market, which means we are going to start to see the sales per day start to taper off. Now, there is still going to be a lot of buyers in the market, but there isn't going to be as much pressure on them to purchase a home. They are definitely going to take some time, and they are not going to be as willing to pay over the asking price of the home. Now, as for sellers, you are still in the peak of the Calgary real estate market. The summer months is the best time to sell. However, in saying that, with us reopening, the days on market are starting to increase a little bit, and they are sitting currently at 34 days. The sales to list price ratio is still at a healthy percentage right now, but it is going to be very important not to be greedy, because I have recently been seeing some homes being way overpriced, and they're actually ended up sitting on the market for a lot longer and selling for significantly less. This is simply because there is more inventory on the market. Buyers are able to look at homes a little bit more, and buyers are simply just smarter as well. So it's going to be very, very important, as always, to price your home at fair market value for you to get the best price and sell in a quick amount of time. This is going to be the best strategy for you. All right, everyone, that's all I have for you today. I hope that real estate market helped you learn a little bit more about what's going on here in Calgary. And if you have any questions regarding buying or selling, please contact me. My contact information is down in the description. Reach out to me today and we can start your real estate journey. But until then, I look forward to seeing you at the next video. Take care.